Hey everybody, Dr. Val here. I'm using a new mic. I hope you can hear me. If you can't hear me, please comment or I'll just talk and talk and talk. Um, this is Dr. Val, and it's been a little while since I have posted some stuff, but today I just wanted to talk about motivation. So if you're like me and you've been in your home for 2, 3, going on 4 weeks, um, one of the things that I have found that I struggle with is motivation. I'm an introvert by nature, and so I'm super happy to just hole up at home and putter on my little projects and work around the house, and that doesn't bother me. Um, but I have found that it's really hard to get motivated, even though I have all this time to do all those projects that I always said I didn't have enough time for. Yeah. So this week I'm kind of revamping my schedule and getting back into, we've gotten the whole family schedule nailed down, and my son and school and all these things. And that lets me now focus on a schedule for me. But one of the things that I have done to kind of the fun side of introducing those things that you're like, yeah, I want to do that, but I won't do it now. I did this for my son, and so I want to share it. I've also done it for me too. But to get my son doing things that he wouldn't normally do. So we have a timer on my phone that goes off in the afternoon at a set time, and he has to spend 30 minutes doing some activity that he wouldn't normally choose to do. And so we have this little cup of ideas. And some of them I know are super fun activities, or they're toys that he hasn't pulled out in a long time, or they're things like writing a letter to one of his grandparents, or writing a letter to a friend, or we sponsor a compassion child. He has to write a letter to him, but there's lots of fun things in here too. It might be going outside. It might have something, to do with a craft. It may be something electronic, although I'm trying to keep him off electronics as much as possible. That is the reason why he's got these things. But I thought, okay, well, that's fun. And every day, when the timer on my phone goes off, he has to pick one. And he has to spend at least 30 minutes. Now, sometimes he'll get all excited and go, oh, I'm going to, he'll work on that for an hour or more, or come back and play with it for several days, which was the whole point, is getting him into doing things that he wouldn't normally have picked up if you say, go play. It's like, there's nothing to do. Yeah. So anyway, I did that for my son, and then I thought, well, I should do that too for some of these things that I'm like, I don't have time. Yeah, you do have time if you spend, you set a timer for 30 minutes. My 30 minutes are not the same minutes that my son has to do his activities, because sometimes it involves me helping or doing that with him. So I have a little dish of things that I wrote out, stuff that is kind of fun, but kind of just, it's things I've been putting off. Like, okay, I'm going to spend 30 minutes in that book that I said I was going to pick up like last year, and it's still sitting on my bookshelf. Or I'm going to spend 30 minutes, organizing my desk, or I'm going to spend 30 minutes, so mine are not quite so much fun, but they are different activities. I mean, I also put on there 30 minutes of playing the piano, because somehow if I don't schedule it, it's amazing what doesn't happen at the end of the day. And so whether it's reading, crocheting, knitting, some kind of craft, I put the fun things in there too, but I also put some just little tasks that I'm like, oh my word, I've been meaning to clean out that drawer for like, since we moved into this house, and it hasn't happened. So I'm going to spend 30 minutes and just work on that. And so I have a little, box of little activities, and I have my timer on my phone set, and it goes off every day. And at that time, I know that's my activity time, and I'll go work on that. And my son has his little jar of ideas. And so part of it is just motivate yourself to do something, whether that means set a timer, make a list of things, and say, okay, I'm just going to spend 30 minutes on it. and whatever happens, here, okay, if not, I'll finish it tomorrow or whatever. I, for one, need that kind of motivation in my life. I have found, being all by myself, or, me and my son, when my husband's working, it's just the two of us here, and the day will go by. And at the end of the day, I'm like, oh my word, I didn't really get much done. So this week, my focus has been getting on a schedule. I've got all the alarms on my phone going like every 2 hours. Okay, now I'm doing this and I'll work on this for 2 hours. And now I'm working on this and now, I'm doing that. And I need that kind of motivation because otherwise this time, when I have all this time at my fingertips, I'm literally wasting it and I don't want to waste it. So for me, that's a motivation where the timer is my, get up and do something. And I've already got, a whole bunch of little things to do, to draw from, to choose from. And some of them I know, oh, it's going to be that task I've been putting off. And some of the time it's going to be something super fun that I just haven't picked it up in a long time. And I'm going to, pick it up and work on something. So maybe that's what you needed to get motivated this week. But I challenge you, do something to keep up your motivation, whether it's being accountable to somebody online with a meeting, whether it's, doing timers throughout the day, whether it's doing a big board of expectations, making something and posting it up where everybody can see it. Don't waste this time. I know my tendency is just, I'm just happy to chill. And so sometimes that leads to a lot of wasted hours. So that's all I have for today. I hope you find it motivating and do something that fits into your life that will motivate you this week. So stay healthy and we'll see you next time.